Really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, and he actually gets called in on this kind of board. Like, what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold.
Yep.
Like, he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draw. He's going to have king X. And we kind of know, I mean, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets. And we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's a very good point, man. You're right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It wouldn't
I'm
be a
already
quiz.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard.
Yes.
And the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
The right. But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 14.
nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell? Yeah, so my dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
He's
always
just
love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
But, all right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options for 12 and 1,400. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on a site with these other crushers, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. Remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, you know, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation. That's pre-flop? I think it's pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when people get to the turn and they end up
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and let's see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning game.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, no, we cannot win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol, you know.
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
$10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, we'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool
Filthy
because we have
animal.
2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know.
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one. What up, party people? We are live back again for the PokerCoach.com study stream. What's happening? Tokyo facial hair while you're waiting. I'm
What
always
up,
in this
boys?
constant state of like,
Yeah, you're
Shadow.
glowing, my dude.
not glowing. That's because, you know, I'm in God's toe. It's right up here in the skies. Welcome to the study stream, guys. Exclamation point PC in my chat. Exclamation point PC in Six's chat. No. For you to sign up for free for Jesus Christ, big blind charts for 100 blinds and more, quizzes, homework assignments, all that stuff. You sign up for premium. There's webinars every week with these awesome coaches. There's the private Discord that we are trying to revamp and blow up. There's Q&A sessions. There's study sessions there that are private for the Discord members with me and Sixes that are a little different format than this. And we got a bunch of things coming as far as that's concerned. Sixes, how you doing? That was a terrible intro, but I got through it and here we are.
What's up, Toe Army Sixes Mafia? We're fucking excited to be here. I'm ready to get it in. You guys know what time it is. We ain't got to go through the spiel. Get your ass in the giveaway. In the first opportunity to compete. before we pick a quiz. Poker coaching in Toe's chat, poker coaching in my chat. Let's get it in, guys. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
What up? Hey, Pickle Rick, thank you for the 27 months as well. Sorry.
Pickle Rick.
Thank you, buddy. Legend around these parts.
Poker coaching in the chat. I'm going to draw a winner from my stream. Six will draw a winner from his stream. You guys will take this quiz you see in front of you. It's the Faraz quiz. It's 1394, as I assumed. Sixes.
Yeah.
And if you get a higher score than the other guy or gal, then we send you $5. It's just that simple, just that easy. If you are the contestant, make sure you answer as quick as you can. You get a few seconds to think, of course, but make sure you answer as quick as you can and try and at either me, GodsBigToe, or Crazy Sixes so we can see it in the chat nice and easy.
There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll do 1394. We always start with the Faraz. Faraz has been doing a lot in the space lately, so you love to see it, man. He's been having his own coaching sessions and things like that. If you guys are interested, we had him on the stream. So yeah, man, let's do it. I'm ready to roll when you are, man.
We missed that 1 week, and there's a wealth of quizzes we can do now. It was
I know it's
a
not
little bit of a blessing in that way.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. So we got 1405 as well. Holy shit.
There's
Damn,
a
he's got
bunch, and,
3.
we're way behind
the
the Evan
bunch.
Jarvis Falls View.
Yeah.
deal.
So yeah, we'll bang out at least 4 today. But 1394, we'll do that, and I am ready to roll when you are. Yeah, for us, quizzes are the toughest, Tomas, for sure.
Yeah, I'm down. We can get the early birds.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, get the early birds in there. It'll pick up. Big Sack Lunch coming in at the last second. Get in there, guys. We're about to roll it. Don't be shy. All right, I'm rolling it.
All right.
Oh, shit. We got D Coop.
Oh, easy
Cat
game.
Jam.
Easy game. Because we're bringing in Kep. Legend versus legend.
Hell yeah.
Here
My
we
man,
go.
Cap. Good luck, buddy. 1394.
Legend versus legend. Did you play it?
No, I'm ready when you are.
All right, let's do it.
Queen 9 suited in the small blind here. We're playing a 109 tournament online. We are a bit deep in the tournament. Do you want to call, or do you want to 3-bet to 800, or do you want to fold?
Queen 9 suited, facing a late raise. Right away, we get put to a decision. Raise, call, what we doing?
Damn, D Coop snap 3-bet. That's not me opening here, D Coop, in the hijack, Jesus. All right, 800. Let's get it. Big Town Brown. What's up, man? I'm thinking about coming up to Cleveland next week, bro. If you're going to be around. Think about coming to play some cash. I'm thirsty. All right, cool. What are we doing here, guys? Don't be shy. Let me.
Kep says 3-bet option is too small, so they're just calling. Ooh, and we get the 2 subs. Thanks. Sixes and pucks and poker.
Hell yeah. Weekend casino. I might go during the week.
That's got to bring
We'll
us close
see.
to our sub goal.
I'll let you know, buddy.
It does bring us close to a sub goal.
Don't like flatting too much in the small, so I think 3-bet or fold. Felice is calling. Good morning or good afternoon. I see. I went to fold, but probably Faraz goes with 800. You went to fold and never ever.
60 bigs deep.
Cool. We're going 800 here. Deku is.
Kep is calling.
Kappa's calling. Cool. What is the toe man doing?
Conflicted. I would actually say I mix. I really do. Sometimes I flat this. Sometimes I'm going to 3-bet this. I don't think 800 is too small. It's about 4x, right? It's close.
No, it's 3.5.
It's close.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, the cool thing, if we use a suited 9x here, we can get him to fold some of his offsuit jacks,
Tens.
10s, hands like king 10 off, ace 10 off, stuff like that. We make him different. We can get some folds from like ace 8, ace 9. We block ace 9 a little bit, which they're having an opening range. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the 3-bet option. Calling, we get squeezed a little bit. In the big blind, we don't mind playing it multi-way, but I'd probably raise here a lot more than I flat.
One thing is never folding, right?
No. Nope.
Cool. We're calling. That's what Kep's doing.
All right, cool. And we're 3-betting because D Coot's the fucking man. Let's do it.
I'm mixing here. I think calling and
call.
3-betting are both super reasonable. Just purely a mix for me. Decided to call this time.
Oh, piss.
Flop was Jack 8-4 with 1 spade. It's a rainbow flop. Opponent c-bets about half pot. So here we again have the option to either call or to check raise to 1,000 or to fold.
Well. And they use a size that is just like that fucking half pot. Like we know what to do if he goes small or big, but yeah, right in the middle. What are we gonna do here, guys?
Which I actually think is more standard, right? People just
fuck
click
yeah,
the half pot button, right?
Yep.
What are we doing now? Call. Oh,
Hit a 3-bet. What we call? What?
I clicked raise instead of call on the quiz.
Oh
While
yeah,
you guys doing that. I will catch up. Hang on.
All right, go ahead. All right, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? I missed it. Did he called in game? Yeah,
he did call.
He called.
$13.94.
You guys shook or what? I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing immediately.
I'm mixing here. Check raise.
There you go. Call still worth 10 points.
Oh, call was still 10. Okay, cool. Felice says raise. As played, I like the check raise. Okay. I'm really split here, but calling, I think.
Kept saying he's playing against Coot a lot. Of course he does. Coot's everywhere. Kept raising to 1K.
Door, blocking queen jack.
Call. Check raise a certain percentage of the time.
So you see mostly calls over there?
I see a lot of the PC guys raising and then a lot of calls from everybody else.
Fair enough. Cool. Cap is calling, I presume. Raising.
It's one of those PC guys. He's raising.
Yep. So yeah, D Coot's raising as well. I think when we look at this spot, we look at it from the big blind a lot. And from the big blind, we find ourselves check raising in this spot a lot. But I wonder if we flatten the small blind. But I mean, in game, I would fucking just probably go 1K for sure. Blocking some queen jack, having an over as a little extra additional equity versus any jack X. If he doesn't come back over the top, we can barrel any straight draws, flush draw, over. I mean, not a king or an ace, but yeah. I'll probably just find a raise here a lot.
Jeff Gem says, someone said I could learn how to play poker in this stream. Yeah, I don't know if we can help you, buddy.
It's too far gone.
Ooh, you might want to stick to checkers, home slice.
Not even chess, checkers. Needles. Holy shit.
This deep pure check raise, says Scruff Dad. Puck Spoke says mixes check raise like 25%. Yeah, like Six said.
All in instead.
I would check raise this from the big blind a lot, and I've been doing that from the small blind. And the only reason why I'm doubting myself is because I did something similar from the small blind versus I don't remember if it was button or cut off, and I ran it last night and it didn't like it. So now I'm conflicted. The one thing I know is I'm never folding, so it's call or raise for me.
Yeah, and I mean. Calling, only reason I think calling might be reasonable here is like our small blind range isn't gonna be as wide from the small blind as opposed to the big blind, so we're not gonna have like so many random ass jack 8 offs and stuff like that, and 8-4 suited and stuff like that. So here we would just have a lot of jack X in our check calling range from the small blind, some suited jacks. So I don't know. I can go either way. Let's click raise though.
Preston says we don't have any jacks or 8s in our range. I would say that
Sure we do.
We definitely have 8.
We definitely have a lot of jacks.
Well, no, it's pocket jacks.
Oh, pocket jacks, yeah.
Which I kind of agree with. Pocket 8s, I think we have a mix of flats with for sure, I would imagine.
We wouldn't be here. I don't think we have any flats with queens in a small blind.
Interesting.
I mean, like 0% flatting queens in a small blind ever.
Oh, pocket queens.
No, somebody in my chat says, would you check raise queens are like, no, I didn't 3-bet, buddy. Yeah, when raised to 230 and we called 230 on the pre-flop. So, yep.
We don't have aces, kings, or queens.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They're probably not
but
jacks.
Yeah. Right. All right, I'm ready.
Caps raising. Let's do it.
Yep. Please. Oh, piss.
Mixed.
It's another spot I don't mind check raising or calling, mixing with my queen 9s. But so yeah, I just called. Turn is an 8. I'm gonna give you an option to lead here if you want to take it. You can either check here, or you can lead out for 410, lead out for 700, lead out for 1100.
Check call, never folding. If you fold it, you failed.
You failed. 7 points for the raise.
Yeah, the raise isn't horrible here.
It's
not. Yeah, I mean, if we looked at it, it may be just mixing here in the solver. So yeah. What now?
I find it interesting how often I'm studying a certain spot and I'm running certain marked hands, and then how often there are quizzes immediately following like the stuff I'm working on. And I know it's because we talk to we want to talk to frauds like we talk to Affleck, for example, but like we talk to some of these guys and they're all kind of talking to each other, and so we're all kind of looking at the same spots at the same time. Is that what's happening? I don't know.
But these
Faraz and Nick. Oh, P.S.
What's going on? Don't be shy. Don't be silent.
Joe likes the lead.
What are you doing?
He's leading out for 410. Dennis with the check.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Lead small, says Presty.
Lead 1100. Bet 1100, huh? No, I'm just throwing shit out there.
Bruce leading large as hell.
What is he? When Mendo Bruce is going, what size?
Check raise turn, Jeff. Is that what you're talking about? Check. Did we check calling game or we check raising game? We check calling game.
Check calling again. Seems
check call, check raise.
For 410. I'm betting for sure. Just how much? Cool. D-Coots leading 410.
Cap says, I don't think we get to lead here. We don't have much 8x, so check.
Okay, cool. I'm leading if I get here. We don't have as much 8x as we do.
Miss these leads, but again, I was just running a hand where like we led the shit out of these.
Dude, we have King 8 suited, 10-8 suited.
If it was the 8 of spades, it's a sexy
Queen 8
as hell.
suited. I mean, we have some suited Queen X. I think in our fighting range here, there's 2 strong specifically, like a hand like King 8 we would have. So I'm leading.
We have all the 8s, they have none.
Yeah, 7-8 suited, or sometimes if we didn't mix full frequency 3-bet in the spot, lead 410 for me.
I can see it.
Andy Coot. So let's see.
Big one gets lead way more, yeah, because they have way more 8s than.
But we have some 8s
right?
here. I mean, we definitely have ace 8.
We do.
All right, let's do it.
All right, check it.
4. Beautiful.
This is the spot where people are pretty tempted to lead here because they have it programmed in their head
What is he saying?
that they can always lead when second pair or third pair pairs the board. And that's a lot more true when you are in the big blind, because in the big blind you have all these offsuit 8s, so you end up having way more 8s than your opponent. We do have more 8s than our opponent here, but I'd say maybe by a factor of double, whereas usually if we're in the big blind here with a bunch of offsuit 8s, then it's way more. So I think leading here is okay, but I wouldn't say it's like a spot where we're just leading like a super high frequency like we are out of the big blind. I did end up leading here, but I think I was leading in these spots a little too much. not respecting exactly what I just said. That out of the small blind, we don't have these eights as often as we do when we're in the big blind here. So I did lead though, which I think is okay. I prefer just to check. Again, if we were at the big blind here, I'm leading here 100%.
First check, but check
Opponent
with 4
calls.
points.
And river is a 7. Here we can check, bet 900, bet 750, or bet 2400.
Well, what are we doing now? Here we go. 2140 out there, and your ass got queen high after leading the turn. Give up time
sticky.
or get nasty time.
Super sticky.
What is it going to be? Well, cat jam. Can't check now, Doug says. Oh, shit.
I don't know if I have this ran, Croft.
This is good. You're not feeling this when you feel like it's
Me?
sus? Yeah.
Oh no, Croft said the solver likes leading bigger on the turn, and so I said I'm not sure if I have this already ran.
Oh yeah. I could see that being a thing for sure.
Would we lead small with our 8s? I don't have this one run, Croft.
Shit. Deku says 2400, blocking 910.
2400 for Presty, 1750 for Pucks and Poker.
2400.
Only
big.
1750. Lots of
So if you
1750s.
can't check. What size you doing, Dope? If you can't check, what size you going?
Give up because he checks his Croft out, except in game he led. I played with the straight blocker and I'm blocking hearts. I'm going 1750, but I'm not in this part.
I'm honestly betting 2K 1750. I'm honestly betting 2K here.
Lots of 1750s.
APZ, I feel it.
Matt said in a webinar that you should lead larger when probing and smaller when donking.
Value betting? But we're not interested. PTR with the cat jam comes the fuck out with the uppercut. What's up, buddy? Well, shit. Cap is doing what? Because D-Coop is 24 here, 24 for me instantly. I mean, it's over. We block 9-10. I block Queen Jack. I have dog shit.
Yeah, I'm not against betting. I'm just thinking, do we need to go 2400 to target? I mean, we're targeting really pairs under Jack, right? So now that's why I'm kind of leaning 1750 because I don't think we need to bill pot to get, like a 4 or his ace highs and king highs to fold. And...
You don't feel like we need to be so polar,
right?
In 17, I could see that being reasonable thought. Like it looks way more like a value bet, and it's less polar. Mm-hmm. We probably get the same. Reactions from both parts of the tree range we're trying to make fold with 1700 and 24.
Yeah, and you got to wonder how good this guy is. Like, is he folding 9s and 10s? Kind of weird. You might have to call that. There's no flush, or anything like that. So.
Yeah, 1750 actually.
I think he probably calls 9s and 10s for the 1750 and probably folds them for the pot size bet. I know. So, but I don't think
9s, straps and 10s.
God, 9s and 10s are in a real tough spot, right? I think I would be a 1750 for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, I would lose control of my body and just go 24 here every time.
Kyron says 24 falls out shitty jacks. Sure.
Ain't no jack ever folding. Not in the world. Not in the games that I play in. Or they fold them and I never see
Jack
it.
10 folding. They block 9-10.
They never fold. Ever. Cool. 2400 for D Coop. 1700.
17 Cap. Let's do it.
24, please.
I am definitely.
Let's go.
Again.
Both are right.
That's a great card.
Oh,
completed straight, and we would have played 9-10 this exact same way. And we do have the 9 in our hand too to block them from having 9-10 or from having a 9 they could hero call with. So I'm definitely going for it here. I'm also going to bet big. I want to put a lot of pressure here. I bet 1750, which I'm mixed. I wouldn't mind going a little bit bigger as well. So I could go either way between this or the overbet option. I think both are fine.
What did he call? Completely and utterly debated. He doesn't even say what happened this time. complete and utter jabation.
What's up with your boy?
Wow. What? We make the bet. The hand's over. Fuck it. Sheesh. Well,
What's up? You did get out on
the
your
results
score
doesn't
on the
matter.
turn, Cap. He said he preferred checking and then gave your ass a 4. That was fucked up, Cap.
We got a 37.
We got 31 with the robbery on the turn. Robbed on the turn.
That's why when we got a 10, the speech started to kind of scare
We
me.
won flips last week, so now Six has got to cheat his way to fucking win. Look at this.
We did it, America. We fucking did it.
We did it, America. Nice run, Cap.
Good job.
You got robbed.
Good job, my dude. D Coot. And D Coot, you get to pick the keyword. Fuck it. What did you think the keyword is? We'll start mixing that in.
We're doing some crazy shit today.
Yeah, I don't know. I just mixed it in there. If he gets it in 10 seconds.
It's a surprise to all of us.
Yeah, no, I just kind of spazzed
Six
out
just
there,
went
too.
off on his own tangent.
Keyword D Coot. You got a Cat Jam. He loves it.
I was all excited, and then he wasn't even original with it. You would have picked Cat Jam on your own.
I snap would have instantly. He knows.
Cat Jam, the keyword, guys.
Great minds think alike. All right, cool. They're getting their Cat Jams in there. I think we should revisit the Evan series, man. It feels like it's been a fucking
It's been a minute. Let's go all the way down, though, and keep it in order here.
For sure. Evan's been doing his thing, man. I love Evan, man.
Evan's a good guy, man.
Yeah, so much energy. He gives so much back to the communities, man. He's a good
super nice guy.
Yeah.
Looks like 1351 is where we're at.
1351. Damn.
Yeah, way the hell down there.
Sheesh. All right, cool. We'll do that. Give them another moment to get in there. I got an American flag cup and an Ireland shirt. Let's go.
I was trying to think of some joke about you being Irish, and then nothing good came to mind, so I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, it's just my kid's part Irish. Have some Irish in him. That's it. Not me.
I was like, your kid's part Irish? What the fuck? Oh, your wife. Your wife's part Irish.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate the stereotype, but you don't look very Irish.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You got no. Where's your red hair? You
You gotta have
red
some
hair.
brothers. There's got to be some brothers in Ireland kicking it.
I mean, you drink like the Irish. I'll give you that.
I definitely that. Yeah, that's my Irish trait. I fucking drink like the Irish.
Yep, you got that gene for sure.
Boom. Let's go.
Damn, that sun is bright.
All right, I am ready when you are, my friend. Damn, are you guys entering it wrong? Why are they only? Well, shit. Let's
If he
do
drinks,
it.
it qualifies. Agreed.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, let's roll it.
Oh.
Mr. Dennis, the DMC.
And we got the Mr. Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
And he's been
That
following
song always
since
comes in my head every time you say it.
2018. Much love, my dude. One of the old school OG Mafia members. Appreciate you, buddy. 1351 it is, too. We'll get to do a fun one. Evans are always kind of fun. Maybe he trolls them every once in a while.
I hope Sticky Ricky's here. Let's find out. Let's go, Dennis.
I clicked it.
Hello,
No, stick
everyone.
your-
Evan
what happened?
Jarvis here for PokerCoaching.com. Today we are reviewing a tournament hand from the 1100 WPT
No
Falls,
Tricky
where I
Ricky.
made a deep run
Damn.
earlier this year.
Big spender.
The hand starts with us having quite a lot of chips and not too many other players on the table having many chips, especially at the 1500 3K blind level. Under the gun folds, big spender folds. Action is on you. What should you do? Should you
Two-handed.
fold, call, raise to 6,000, or raise to 7,500?
Button cut off. Hijack, low jack.
What are we thinking about here? If you
Two,
have to think about a hand, you open the shit. If you want to think about opening it, if it crosses your mind, just do it. If it's an insta fold, you insta fold. If you think about opening. Isn't that the thing? Isn't that the way to win? Yeah, this looks like an open. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Oh, God. He puts me on the spot here live with you guys.
Yeah, you thought about it. What are you thinking about? What is the other thought? Fold?
No, yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, basically it's open or fold. Yeah. Never jamming. So definitely open or fold. And then I just count back from the button and kind of figure out what position I'm in at the table. The later the position, the more I'm opening king 10 off.
If we looked at a chart right now, king 10 off would be an open
There's a 10 at a
+2
table,
or
though. Does that change any of your strategy?
we are in +2. The first two guys folded. He has notes with definitely folded and gonna fold. And he realizes some of the cats are. And then there's a duster on the button. I'm just always raising here.
I'm always folding here. The one thing that's got me interested is that he's got two people labeled here. It was good court awareness for sixes. That if you think two of the guys are folding and we move our spot two spots over, now we're button cut up hijack low jack, and in the low jack I would open king 10. So if you're going with the read that these guys are definitely folding, then you're technically in the low jack and this becomes an open. So I can definitely see that argument.
Raise. Lose two bigs. It doesn't affect your utility. It's fine. You'll live. I'm sorry. We just cut everybody off. I just lost control of my body when you started thinking about folding. Nope.
I'm gonna chart your ass right now. Hang on.
Go ahead. Please do. You fold some queen 10 off at. You can even look at it at 30, and we're closer to 40. So go ahead and go to 30.
Oh, look at that. This motherfucker. Yes, like this guy's confident as fuck. Yeah, it's a full open at 30. Under the gun 2.
Hell yeah, it's an open.
Yeah, I missed these ones in earlier position for sure.
I never ever missed. Nope.
Under the gun 1 at 30. King 10 off. Full open. Under the gun.
The good thing
30.
is.
King 10 off. Full open.
So here's the thing. Like when we're deeper, when we're all deeper effective, these hands aren't going to play as well. They're going to have reverse implied odds. And it feels like you want to open more of these type of hands when you're deeper, but it's the reverse. When you get to 30 big blinds, that's when we really have maybe our widest opening range in these positions because we start opening the offsuit blocker type hands. So I assume queen 10 might mix. And
so
then
king 10 under the gun at 40 mixes and mostly folds. King 10 under the gun 1 at 40 mostly opening.
Yeah. So all right, cool. That was just a quick. I mean, we're all here to get better.
And then pure fold under the gun 1 at 60. Interesting.
Yeah, at 60. Yeah, you don't want to open this shit at 60.
So at 30, you're just setting open on. Yeah, I'm missing those for sure. What's up, Tina?
Mm-hmm. We get our study on sometimes. We study sometimes, you know?
Did Dennis even come in, or he's just listening to all the chat there?
I'm sure Deku was open, and I'm not even gonna fucking.
I mean, we gave it away. Sure. We'll just give him all the open.
Yeah, but I mean, Evan might not open here, so Evan, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't have opened, so like you would have caught me.
Yeah, but Evan may not open as well. I think it's a fucking snap open. So let me double check to make sure Deku is opening. I'm sure he is.
Fucking. I mean, we already gave it away.
All right, let's do it. 6K. Right. Yeah.
This is a spot where I use
it's Pickle Rick.
All the time. In the past, I thought I needed to have, suited broadways to be able to open here, or at least King Jack. And that's where studying opening charts has proved to be very, very useful.
He's doing the work.
At 40 big blinds that under the gun plus
Not
2.
Like Toe.
King 10 offsuit is just an open, but it is an open. It does make it into the chart. So it is profitable. And if we look at a shallower chart of 25 big blinds, we see that King 10 offsuit is the bottom of the range there. So given that we're, a little bit towards middle position, this is an open, but just barely. And if it's on a softer table, or people are shallower here and they're going to be folding more because they have less room to peel pre-flop, that's going to increase the value of a raise because it's going to increase the success rate of it going through as a steal. Also, in terms of increasing the success rate, we do have a king blocker and a 10 blocker, which help to decrease the range of hands they're going to continue with. So this is a raise. In terms of sizing, stylistic thing, you can go 6K, you can go 7,500. They're both 10-point plays. And honestly, if I could go back, I'd probably just make it 6 here. But I was going for the slightly larger sizing throughout the tournament. It's what I was working with for that event. So that's what we did. And we get a defend from the blaster bug. That means, you know, he likes to blast around a little bit. He likes to make some plays. He's going to be defending his blind more than average. And that is also why I sized up a little bit with my raise. One, to dissuade him from defending, and that if he was going to defend, I wanted to play a slightly bigger pot in position. He defends. Flop is 9-9 deuce, rainbow, no draws, not much going on. He checks, actions on you. What should you do? Should you check? Bet 6,000, bet 9,000, or
All right,
bet
what are we
15,000?
doing?
Cap, we're under the gun 2 here, and you can see on the chart it is full
10-handed, so more like +1, he
full
says.
frequency. And if I switch this to under the gun 1,
Here we can look at what he's looking at.
not full frequency, but almost 78%.
There we go.
So open it. Don't
Get
be
comfortable being
like
uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's time. What now? What size? Aspiring Poker Pro. Good to see you, buddy. He says 6K with a question mark. PTR. Snapsy bets.
6K
Through
for
that
Dennis.
chart ain't opening. +2 with King 10 off with jam stacks behind. When you know the jam stacks are the tightest human beings on earth, or they're just not rejamming, or rejamming only the nuts, you're going to be making a mistake by playing too tight.
Kite
That's
going 9K. Bunch of 6s. And Kite out there with the 9K on an island by himself. Well, no, Tina going 9K. She's keeping him company. She changed her mind.
Ace Pickle Rick, where you at? 6 for Felice. You waiting for me to lose control of my body and give it away again?
Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now.
I have range but not nut advantage, so 6K. PTR says 5 heads. You already know. 30 baits we can play tight for a minute. Seems quite close to the money bubble. We're not sure about that.
Are we close to the money bubble? Did he say that?
No, he didn't say that. Big Town Brown is just wanting to be a nit
Speculating.
so bad. It's killing him to think about opening a hand like this.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right, so 6K here. I mean 6K.
6K for Dennis
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 6K immediately every time.
Yeah, small bet. No reason to size up.
Yep, let's do it. And I'm definitely not checking. So.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
This is a board that is extremely dry, and unless our opponent has 9-10 suited, 9-8 suited, Jack 9 suited, Queen 9 suited,
It's 9-4. Yes, every suit at 9.
Ace 9, 9-7 suited, he's going to be folding. I know it sounds like there are a lot of 9s that I mentioned, and indeed there are, but when you look at a big blind's defending range, you are also going to see that there are a ton of hands that are not 9x, right? 9x is across this part of the grid here, and then you have all the other hands that are not 9x, which means our opponent has a ton of misses on this board, and he's just going to be check folding a ton of his range. So betting is definitely going to be better here than checking, and in terms of sizing, we don't need to do much at all here. We can go very small here. We can bet a third of the pot. But if you chose to bet half pot, you get a lot of points as well. The slightly bigger bet discourages him from floating a little bit, but we have position. We have plenty of good turn cards for us. A 10, a jack, a queen, a king are all great for us, and we can continue to apply pressure. By going for a smaller bet here, we will get more ace-high floats in his range that continue to the turn, and those are hands that we can fold out with the turn bet. So we can bet very small here. Expect him to fold all of his pure misses, and then we have the option to 2-barrel him on the turn, which is what we would likely do with our big pairs, and we can take down the pot then. Fortunately, or some would say unfortunately, because they like the fun of getting to put their opponents to the test, our opponent folds right now, and we don't get to follow through with part 2 of the plan, but we do get to take down a 25,000 chip pot and continue to build our stack.
So the big... Oh,
anyway,
was done.
that's going to wrap up this quiz. This has been Evan Jarvis for PokerCoaching.com. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a thing or two. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.
So the big discussion point of that was just like our pre-flop ranges.
Yes.
super easy ass quiz. I mean, you're gonna be c-betting small there, but we got to put ourselves in positions like this more often. And I think people get scared because they think something's it's gonna happen a lot. But you're allowed to open, and if you get 3-bet, it doesn't affect your utility. Even when you get flatted, good things can happen. So just mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I would have missed the open, so I'm in that group.
Right on. 2020, I'm assuming.
2020. Do you want to run another quiz, or do you want to?
That was so
flip it?
easy. That was so easy. Let's do another one.
Right.
I mean, those two is just like impossible to get. I don't know. You're not allowed to open King 10 there and not c-bet that flop. If you check, you should immediately give your half the stack to the person to the left and go home. No, I mean, there could be a reason to check. I mean, if you have a specific read on somebody who just is going to bet every turn 100%, you have a certain hand or something. Like if you flop quads.
Don't fail the easy ass quiz.
Yeah. All right, let's give him another one. We're gonna get these.
So did in fact fail the easy ass quiz.
You want to go right up and do another? Evan,
yeah, I was gonna do 1358. That work?
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Sorry guys, that was too quick.
Hello everyone, Evan Jarvis here for PokerCoaching.com. Today we are reviewing another tournament hand from the 1100 WPT where I made a deep run. This hand comes from the start of day 2. We've looked up our table mates, and the only one we were able to get real reads on was the button player who had been playing since about 1995. Definitely an OG reg in this spot. So we start the day with one of the bigger stacks, over 50 blinds after playing quite well on day 1. It folds around to us. This is also pretty close to the bubble. If something like 200 are paid, there are probably like 260 remaining or so going into day 2. Folds around to us in the cutoff. 10-9 of spades. What should we do? Should we fold, call, raise to 11-5, or raise to 17-5?
Damn, BTB goes straight to 17I.
Sounds
11, 11, 11. Aspiring Poker Pro goes 11. PTR with 11. Ace Pickle Rick. The man is going 11. He's firing big as hell this time. He won't open King 10.
The whole army going 11.
He's going to fucking smash some souls in late position. I see you. Big guys make big bets. Holy fuck.
The whole army going 11.
Yeah, we can just make this real simple. Ace Pickle Rick going 11 as well. You're fucking opening this 100% of the time, folded 2 with 50 bigs on a money bubble. If you're not, we got to reevaluate while we're playing the game. So yeah, I'm just opening this 11 for sure on the spot.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the stacks behind and saying,
points are fucked up, so this
those
is a
stacks in the blind are good reshove stacks, maybe we should fold. I give you some points. I would definitely give you some points for the awareness there that with reshove stacks behind, we want to play a tighter opening.
I'll let him know the quiz is fucked up.
That being said, 10-9 suited is a very premium hand that's going to do well in a lot of situations. And if we raise and have to fold to a 3-bet, it's not a big deal. We'll just raise the next hand and get our chips back that way. As for sizing here, the large size 17-5 isn't really necessary. It's kind of overkill. Maybe if we had a hand like Ace-4 offsuit that purely had the blocker but plays really poorly post-flop, we'd like to go for that larger sizing to give us the best chance of getting a pre-flop fold. But with a hand that both plays well and just our usual sizing, 11-5 is going to be fine. Coming in for 10,000 is fine too. I also gave some points for limping because at this shallower stack depth, being in late position, limping is definitely a valid strategy, and this is a hand that would fit just fine into a limping range. We come in for 11-5, get a call on the button from a tight OG reg, heads up to the flop, 8 of diamonds, 5 of spades, 4 of clubs, got 2 overs, backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw, about 4x the pot remaining. Action is on you. What should you do? Should you check, bet 10,000, bet 20,000, or bet 30,000?
God damn. Actually a cool spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually a cool spot. I mean, I know from looking at aggregate reports what I think we're supposed to be doing here.
damn sure I know what I'm supposed to do here.
Yeah. 10-10. I see one check. Also might check. Big Town Brown's going big as hell. He's going
People
20.
are already calling multiple streets. They're check
10,
raising.
10,
Lots of check
10.
raises.
Woo.
Dennis checking.
Filthy. Check.
Kiteman going the other way. 10K
I hate
and then
checking
jam
because I
a
want to
turn.
see a turn but don't want to call it back. EMC says 10K for Pickle Rick. So we got a 10K here from Ace Pickle Rick. That's
And
what we're
Kite.
doing.
Kite going 10K and then jamming turn, he says.
Cats are just so nasty at the game. The toe.
Oh,
You there, buddy? Yeah,
100%.
true. I don't think this interacts with our opening range all that much. They're just gonna be able to call. I don't know. They're gonna be calling a ton of their range when we go 10K, and we just are not gonna get any folds. This doesn't really interact with our range that well. I feel like I'm checking here a lot.
Yeah, I know that on average, cutoff versus button on 60, like the check range is like 65, 70%.
Bro, his range. He has a more condensed opening calling range than our opening range is. So he's gonna have like a tighter range of hands than we fucking have when we open. You know what I mean? And we're opening a lot of more high card type variants, so we're not gonna like have as much interaction with this board as well. So I mean, I'm fucking checking. So I don't know, check. But Ace Pickle Rick going 10.
Dennis checking because he's part of the army.
All
I
in
am
blind on turn.
trying to see if I have this sim ran. I probably do. All right, we're checking. Let's do it.
All right, 10K.
This was a situation I genuinely found a tiny bit difficult. The flatting range from the button player is going to have a lot more high cards than low cards, so this board didn't hit him all that often. But that being said, he is also going to have a decent amount of slow plays flatting off this stack.
What?
I do like
Betting
betting
frequently.
here, and I like betting an amount that is going to fold out the high card hands, ace queen, ace jack, ace 10, king queen, things of that nature. Although I think ace queen's probably going all in pre-flop, as is ace king. We're really just targeting ace jack and king queen here with a c-bet.
60%.
If you think, however, your opponent is very trappy and might not even be flatting any of those unpaired cards pre-flop, you could just check this board to check fold. That's actually totally valid as well if you think his pre-flop range is extremely narrow. But we go for 20,000 to target that specific part of his range and quickly get jammed on and see that he did not have the part of his range we needed him to for us to be able to take down this pot with a c-bet. So, pretty easy decision here. We just fold when facing the jam. No need for a quiz point at that stage of the hand. So we start the day off by losing one of the first. This might even have been the first hand of the day, actually. But that doesn't matter too much. We've got plenty of chips. We're not going to win every single pot. The main thing is that we are getting involved in the action and applying pressure on the bubble. With it being the bubble, the raise is even better than it would be normally, and the
I am
even
not
better than it would be
losing
normally
those
because
chips.
people are going to be playing tighter and folding more hands when facing aggression than they would be at earlier stages in the tournament. Anyway, this has been Evan Jarvis for PokerCoaching.com. Hope you enjoyed this quiz. Hope you learned a thing or two. And I look forward to seeing you.
I'm sorry,
in
the
next
points
one.
are. I don't know, man. I'm crying. No way.
I mean, 8's a good score. It's fine. But
oh, we got a fucking 2 for betting small. I get it. No, but and I do think maybe if I'm like checking 9s and 10s to like check raise. I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
I'm like checking.
I'm literally checking range on this board.
Yeah, and then I'm just check raising like 9s and 10s and shit. I don't know, man. So I was thinking like if we want to have a 60% size here, it would want to match some of the range of hands we could go big with that might need protection on a board like this. So maybe we're going like 9s, 10s, and jacks for 60% bet. So our 10x, 9x, and jack x hands we show up with can match and go 60, like match our value. But I'm fucking just checking this, and I don't like.
Yeah, I am going to run.
We should run this one. Yeah, this is.
going to run it right now.
The Wendy's app is giving away a free 6-piece spicy nug today. Raging Al coming in, dropping bombs. Somebody get your ass in there. What's up, Raging Al? That was we got a 12, by the way. Would you get a 17?
18.
Motherfucker.
You got it, Dennis. Let me know how you want your money. $5
Yeah,
off
you got
Tiptoe. ACR. You know how to get me, Dennis. We talk all the goddamn time.
Just a based ass take with the C-bet there, but whatever. All right.
Listen, he
Probably
cheated
should
his way
raise
to
this
winning
if
the
you're
first
check
quiz.
raising 9s and 10s.
Now he's all
also.
grumbly about losing the second quiz.
Oh, I'm not mad. I mean, that one was just crazy. I just don't like the. Yeah, we're gonna have to run it because it could be viable if we're gonna BC betting any range there, like 9s and 10s. You can match with 9, 10. So I don't know.
Yeah, fuck. I gotta get the damn board. Hang on.
The board was 4, 5, 8 rainbow.
It was 60
right?
bigs, cutoff versus button.
Hello, every.
Now I'm curious. Oh, we got to put in
Maybe if we had a play overs.
Cool, I got it.
Cool. Keyword, they can pick.
Dennis, you want to pick keyword?
If he's quick with it, if he stalls, we just instantly pick.
All right, this is one running. You want to pick a quiz, sixes?
Oh, yeah, let me pick it. Quiz. Damn, we have so many options. I'm not used to this. Sorry, give me a second.
Buckeyes.
Buckeyes, let's go. Are they playing right now?
Let me plug it in here, Buck. There you go. Ready, go.
All right. Buckeyes, I got to put it in.
Oh, he said Buckeye. I put eyes. So there's an S at the end.
Buckeye.
There you go. You guys got it.
Buckeye. No S. I don't know why, but it's fine. Whatever.
Oh, now it's getting tricky.
On my chat, it's no S, whatever.
He made it tricky.
We can do either this JL with Jack 9 suited in the main, presumably 10K tournament. He would say main if it was main. So this 10K, 1362.
1362.
Yeah, so we can do. We'll do 1362. We'll pick, and it's all good. Ace Pickle work. You'll have that.
Matt.
You got debated anyway. I'm salty for that. All right, I'm ready.
Matt is refusing to take this quiz because of the keyword.
Ha Get in there, guys. Buckeye. You got a second. Funded quiz for 3-3 micro thunder because I have no fucking idea what's going on in those. I played a $1 tournament for the first time in years the other night, and it was so weird.
Yeah, I played one yesterday too, actually.
It was bizarre, dude. Everything was a fucking 3x. Everybody 3x. There was nothing else.
I had a funny scenario where this guy was talking all this shit at the table about how he was the best guy in this tournament playing the $1. I didn't say shit, but then someone pointed out that I was at the table. I didn't say shit. I was like, yeah, I'm here too. I do all right.
All right, I'm rolling.
Let's do it.
EMCNT was up. Another one of Ohio's finest. Let's go, bro.
And for us, it's another Toe Army member. It's Julius coming in strong.
Get your flex on. Fuck it. Get big. All right, 1362.
Let's go, Julius. Let's play it. I'm ready.
Yep.
Here we have Jack 9 of clubs facing an under the gun raise and a cutoff call. Folds around to us. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 2,300, or re-raise to 4,000?
Oh boy. Oh no.
Jack 9 suit. suited.
You probably get better playing
Cap
the
snap
Gold
4K.
Coin Micro Thunder. Probably. Call.
Snap.
Call.
Call for
I'm calling
Julius.
every day, but God, I feel like Little's raising. It kind of, I know it feels weird. Tight though, under the gun open. Tight, almost
So it's
3x.
never raising against tight under the gun. 3-bet for Presty though. There's some 3-bets out there. Drunk says we can mix.
Call for Felice. We have all calls in the Mafia. That's it.
We have some mixes. JL's a net. He ain't raising on a gun.
Shit. EMC is calling.
Kept saying 200 big Zeep. Who knows how the fuck to play this?
90-10 call 4K. So 90% calling, 10% going 4K. Okay. Call, snap, pot, bet on the flop. Raging Al says. Pot any flop. I like
Snap pot on the flop. Like every flop, Al?
Just flop.
Just every fucking flop.
Ace, 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 pot. God of the game. All right, cool. We're calling over here.
We are calling as well. I don't think we really want to squeeze a hand this good.
Yeah, we do.
From the big blind.
Mm-hmm. We would. I think that if the open had come from the low jack or the low jack or cutoff, and then low jack opens and then button or cutoff calls, I fucking absolutely think we can use this and go big and go 4K. The fact that the guy's under the gun and tight makes me want to only call, but I think 4K is actually viable.
Yeah, on the chart, love it or hate it, Queen 9 suited pretty damn close to full frequency call. However, Jack 9 suited and 10 9 suited have.
This is Jack 9 suited. What we have.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was Queen 9 suited for some reason. Jack 9 suited and 10 9 suited at 50-50.
Yeah. So, you could definitely use this shit. I definitely would if this guy wasn't just tight. And open came from ever here in the call. Pure 100% squeeze. So, I don't know about under the gun, though. So, I would probably call versus the net.
Yeah, it mixes.
All right. I feel like JL's going for. Cool.
We're calling.
Yep, as we are as well. Let's do it. Yeah.
This is a very, very easy call. You essentially never want to be 3-betting the good suited connected hands from out of position against a tight early position raiser because you're going to get 4-bet a decent amount of the time. And you really don't want to get 4-bet with a hand that flops very well. So easy call. If you had to 3-bet, I would make it about 4,000. It's usually about 3 times the last bet plus any additional money in the pot. Plus a little bit more because we're out of position, which comes out to about 4,000. So if I am going to 3-bet, that's the amount, but I'm literally never 3-betting in this scenario. Flop comes Jack 6-4.
Go.
2 hearts. Should we check? Bet 1,000, bet 2,000, or bet 3,000?
Let's with this roll. What are you guys doing? Anybody leading here? What are we doing?
Interesting. Julius was checking in the dark, he said.
I'm just going to give it 30 seconds to see if anybody's doing anything other than check. Maybe not even 30 seconds. All right, cool. Nobody's fucking leading here. In a spot, we're just not going to have a leading range here, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
We just, none of this shit matters, these sizes, because we called an under the gun raise, and then we're first to act into the under the gun, who still is strong and uncapped. Do not fucking do it. Check. Yep, checking. I clicked it.
Oh, cool.
This is a situation where you pretty much always want to check. While this board is somewhat coordinated, it's also very easy for under the gun to have a hand like an overpair, and the cutoff could certainly have ace jack, king jack, queen jack, jack 10, right? Yep. So this is not a scenario where you want to lead with pretty much anything. If you had to develop a leading range, it would pretty much only be 2-pair sets and junky draws. In terms of draws, maybe hands like 8-7 of diamonds. Basically hands that are not quite good enough to check call that have some equity. That way when you're betting, you have just either the super nuts or you have a draw that has a little bit of equity. You don't really want to be leading your good draws, because when you lead your good draws and get raised, it's pretty bad. You don't want to be leading your marginal made hands, because if you lead your marginal made hands and get called or raised, it's pretty bad.
Messed up my camera.
Yeah, I got
So
it. Hang
you'd
on.
much prefer to just check and see what develops. Also, sometimes you're going to check, under the gun's going to bet, cutoff's going to raise, then we just get to easily fold. Or under the gun bets big and cutoff calls, in which case we also easily fold. This time, though, check, check, lag, probably. Player in the cutoff bets 2,000.
Never good.
Should we fold, call, raise to 5,500, or raise to 7,500?
All right, bets. He goes big as hell. And here we are with Jack 9. We check raising, we calling, we folding. What do you guys like? PTR call, ace pickle call.
I hate that guy. It says Cap.
Call. Aspiring poker pro with the check raise. Find out where he's at right now.
Call for everybody in the army.
I'd raise if you bet smaller. MC raise to 7.5.
Everybody in the army.
Yeah. Let me see. No, I'm saying call. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, I was going to give you the call. I felt like what you were saying. I see call up there. D Coots, capping.
Cap says, with a club on the board, I call for sure. Makes the nit fold here, though.
Never. All right. We. Not I said the MC is calling.
So is Julius.
Cool. The dude in the backseat can just still. I mean, even though he uses a larger bet size, I think we are just always only calling here. I don't know if I really want to check raise. Just going to get some better hands to call, worse to fold. Sure, we get to deny equity versus some ace, king, and queen X. But we can just be in a really rough spot when he calls a check raise.
Yeah, we got
have
kicker
to play
problems
our
too, right? He's
positions.
still got some better Jack X.
Yeah, and we just couldn't call here. There's going to be a lot of turns that are good for our calling range where he can't just go bat, and bluff any turn. He could just be going one and done here with a worse value hand as well. So I think this is just a straightforward just check call. And I don't know how much of a check raising range I really want to have it all in the middle here, to be honest.
Agreed, 100%. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Just calling for us.
Let's do it. Call.
We have a very clear marginal made hand
There
here.
it is.
You're going to find that if you look at the game theory optimal solvers, they pretty much always like to just call with top pair marginal kicker, because if you raise, what's going to call you? Well, mostly top pair with a really good kicker, or flush draws, or straight draws, right? All these hands that have lots of equity against you. So this is a situation where we just want to minimize the size of the pot. We don't want to bloat the pot and have to face a re-raise, because then we're probably in pretty bad shape. In general, you want to keep your opponent's range as wide as possible when you have a hand that does well against a wide range, but not so well against a tight range. And that's what top pair marginal kicker is. So we call. We're going to check every turn, even if we get a 9. Check, check. River is the 6 of spades. Interesting spot. Should we check, bet 1,000, bet 5,000, or bet 13,000?
Good times.
Funny sizes, too.
I know, right? I love this mode. God, I can't stop this.
That 1,000 bet is interesting.
I'm betting 4K, which doesn't exist, PTR says, but he's doing his own goddamn thing. Okay.
That means 5K.
I know what you mean. 5 for Felice.
Check, check, check. 1K or check, says Drugs. Check for Croft Dad. 1K for Tina.
Check call versus his value bluff.
Joe says cut up as 6s in their range.
The 1K blocker. The 1K is a blocker, but it's weird. Guess ace high could call. I think I like check calling, EMC says.
Nothing has changed except for the fact that they bet big and check turn. So the information has changed considerably. Check and let him bluff hard, says Pucks and Poker.
This is
check
super
call for
interesting.
sure. Check, check, check. Lots of checking.
Lot of checking?
A lot of checking. 1K for Julius.
1K for Julius. And EMC is checking. Check calling. What do you think, Tom?
I mean, I'm betting for sure. I'm debating between the 1K and the 5K. I think with the 5K, we could still get called by 9s and 10s because of the missed flush draw out there. I think if we bet 13K, we start to push those out. So I'm kind of leaning 5K myself.
I can consider, like, in the equity standpoint, when he checks the turn, I feel like a lot of his, even Jack X, would be betting for value and protection on the turn. And he doesn't really have an overpair either too often. He can still be pot controlling some Jack X on that turn. I would just think a lot of players would just bet, and he definitely doesn't have overpair to the Jack as played. So with that being said, I feel like he's going to have some middling pocket pair he can hero. I would go big here. Like, I'm almost considering like 13's too big of an overbet. If there was like a 9 option, I would think about doing that. But I guess with these sizes, I probably just go 5 a lot. But I wouldn't. If he goes 13, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I might even go like 4 because 60% or something here.
Because when we call here, we're just going to show up with enough missed flush draws and draws ourselves in the big blind that would need to turn their fucking hand into a bluff. When he check backs and caps his range. So if I had a missed draw, I would fucking bomb it here.
Somebody asked what's the weakest hand value betting here, and I would definitely bet a 7 for value. I'd bet 8s, 9s, and 10s for value once he checks turn. I would bet all those for value.
Yeah, I think our equity in the hand just shoots up tremendously when we get to the river when he doesn't bet the turn, which is going to allow us to make some bigger bets. And it's awesome because draws miss as well, because I don't think we're check raising flush draws and some straight draws multi-way. So we're going to show up in this spot with miss heart draws as well. So I mean, if I had a miss heart draw, I'm fucking blasting it.
Yep.
And now, like, this much equity, I just kind of want to bet a lot as well to still get heroed, because he has to meet MDF. So 5K.
I'm on 5K too. Julius won 1K.
And we are checking here.
All right, let's find out.
So I think we can go one of 2 ways here. We can either check, looking to very easily check call, right? Because we're going to do plenty of bluffs if we check. Or we can value bet. The problem, though, is that if we bet here, we have to ask, will this player actually call a big bet? And I would say the answer is probably not. Will they call a big bet with an underpair? Probably not when we have loads of 6s in our range. And if they have a jack and I bet big, we just lose more money than necessary, right?
Because you could pocket.
So this is a spot where I don't really like a 5,000 bet. I definitely don't like a 13,000 bet, because then you're just always going to get called when you're in terrible shape. Whenever you're betting very big, you want to be betting very polarized with your best made hands and draws. And this is a good made hand. Don't get me wrong. It's good, but it's certainly not the super nuts. Like right here, if we're betting big, it needs to be mainly with 6s and straights.
No, I think ace
which,
jack.
Jack 9's nowhere near that good.
Jugs.
So the question becomes, do we check or do we bet tiny? I like the tiny bet of 1,000 compared to a small value bet of 2,000. I do think a small value bet of 2,000 is reasonable and acceptable, but I think a 1,000 bet is way better against a loose aggressive player. Why? Well, because a loose aggressive player is going to sporadically raise you when you bet small. And you have to ask, do you want to get raised in this scenario? Well, you better have a plan before you bet small in this spot, because it could either be an easy call or an easy fold depending on the scenario. But I think if we bet 2,000 or 2,500, we're going to get called by a lot of worse hands, which is fine. But I think if we bet small, that may result in our opponent getting creative. That said, if you think the opponent's just going to be straightforward, which is not the case because this is a loose aggressive player, if you think they're going to be straightforward, you're probably better off just betting 2,500 or 2,000 in this scenario. This time I do go 800, really small. And the opponent raises to 9,000. They put us to the test. They blast us.
Raise and deuce.
Should we fold, call, or go all in?
And it's cool because, I mean, when we get here, this Jack 9 to me feels like the fucking nuts. So, and I know the nuts are kind of flexible. Yeah, there's a handful of Jack X, but man, I don't know. When we put this bet size out there,
I would never think to raise to induce here.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Calls, 1 fold.
No folds from the army so far. Oh, there's a fold. Presty's folding.
EMC says, I'm going to call, but I legit hate it. What? What? What did you... PTR is calling. What did
Still waiting for Julius. Lots of calls. Everyone calling in the army so far.
He's gonna turn over a boat, Reginald says.
What boats?
Lag has a 7. If you block bet, gotta be prepared to call a big raise sometimes. DQ
Call. What are you doing, Julius? Where you at? Easy folds this Buffalo Soldier.
His ass is about to forfeit.
He's stumped. Gotta pick one. You said you're betting 1K. Gotta have a plan, my man.
Ten, 9.
Oops, 6 is counting you down, Julius.
7,
get it together, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's dead.
He folded.
His hand is in the fucking mud. He folded? Okay, cool. Yeah, he folded.
Well, he timed
His
out.
hand was timed out. He timed out. He folded. I would have beat.
He says jam.
Okay, cool. He jams. I think we can only call.
Yeah.
We jam. We never get called by a worse hand. I would have beat this shit in the pot. I would have thrown in one chip call so fucking fast. If I put out 800 here and he raises when we don't block hearts. Yeah, snap.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. He gave it away. Like he said, he was betting small because these laggy players are going to attack that bet. So he raised to induce, which means he has to call. I don't think we can jam here. When we jam, Tina was asking about jam. Like you always ask yourself the questions: are you jamming for value, or are you jamming as a bluff? If you're jamming as a bluff, what's better that's folding? Nothing. If you're jamming for value, what's worse that's calling? Nothing.
Yeah.
So calling the only option.
Yep. I don't think you're getting called by a worse fucking hand when you jam. You get better to call and worse hands to fold. And then if you're only getting called by better, you're risking the biscuit for nothing. Like,
yeah.
Why?
Cherish your biscuit. Cherish your biscuit. Jam because your ego was hurt. Yeah, I can't do that. No pride. No pride in this game.
A spike jam is what we call those.
Yeah, this should humble the fuck out of you.
All right, we snapped.
We jam. Let's do it.
Snap.
This is a very easy call. And the reason it's a very easy call is because this is what we've induced. We've set this up. This is what we want to happen.
He said it. He gave
Whenever you do make
the
small bets in
spoiler.
this scenario with a marginal made hand, you want to be especially prone to call off in scenarios where you do not block any of the obviously busted draws.
Mm-hmm.
So here, I really don't want to have any hearts, and I don't want to have any diamonds. You may say, why diamonds? Because a lot of people will bet the flop in our opponent's shoes with like queen 10 of diamonds. And they'd also bet the flop with like queen 10 of hearts and maybe not want to check raise it because I could very easily be sitting there with 2 pair, right? So when we bet small against a loose aggressive player, the goal is to induce a bluff. We want this guy to raise.
Yes.
And he raised. So good.
Snap.
Easy call. If I made a small bet with really any hand in this scenario against a loose aggressive player, I mean, I can tell you as an exploitative play, I am very, 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 very inclined to call against the loose aggressive players. Even if I had a blocker, like say I had Queen of Diamonds Jack or Queen of Hearts Jack, which would be a pretty bad card to have because I think a lot of people will bet the flop with stuff like King Queen, King 10, Queen 10, etc. With a backdoor flush draw. I think a lot of people will bet with those hands and then just give up, but then get tricky when this happens. Even with a very relevant blocker like the King of Hearts, King of Diamonds, 10 of Diamonds, 10 of Hearts, whatever, I'm still just going to call because we have induced this play. If you don't want this to happen, don't bet small to begin with and just check instead and easily check call any bets. But this is a spot where we've induced this. This is what we want. We're going to gobble it up. Sometimes we lose, by the way. We could be against a 6. Nothing is saying that we could not be against a 6 some portion of the time. But if you think about the opponent's range, they really don't have a ton of 6s in it, just because they don't play a whole lot of 6s pre-flop, you wouldn't think. And they do play a lot of random overcards and undercards that have missed their draw, whatever their draw could be. There's lots of busted draws. So when there's lots of busted draws, a pretty reasonable strategy is to set up the overly loose aggressive players to bluff you, and betting tiny is a very, very nice way to do that. So anyway, easy call. Opponent did have one of the backdoor draws, which makes a lot of sense, right? They bet the flop when check 2, got a terrible turn, so they're just going to give up. And then we got them on the river.
You running a 5-8 from a cutoff open there, Chris Poker? God. Well, if you're playing the micros, yeah, cats are just gonna have ridiculous shit. That was awesome though, and I think he made a very good point. You make that small ass bet and you get raised. Literally, you can't even think about it. You get
shit out of this guy.
Snap it, dude. You gotta snap.
I don't have the nuts for that, so I just bet bigger slightly and fold to a raise.
Yeah, I really like this line. It's something to think about, and I love it. And it gets called by a lot more worse value hands sometimes. Like maybe a curious ace high and all the under pairs that 2s and 3s and shit like that you might get value from sometimes when we go 1K and random shit. So yeah, this is awesome. And then you get spaz outs. Ooh, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, good court awareness for JL on this one.
Yeah, this is a great fucking quiz. I really like this. Yeah, bet induced. That was a good lesson.
He legit bet induced.
What did you get for the all-in? Was it a 0?
1 point. Which sucks because Julius had 10s across the board until that point.
Oh, no, because we got a 49. So if he would have just called, he would have won. Because we got 9 on the river.
41.
Damn, you hate to see it.
And I like the pressure. The clock got to him.
Yep.
And he feels gypped. He says he's never heard the clock called in stream.
Yeah, have to, bro. You took so long.
Yeah, you had like 3 minutes.
Yeah, there's like fucking 50, 60 people, whatever, waiting in you. Nah, G. This ain't your show.
The pressure.
EMC, pick a key word, my friend. You did it. And make sure to whisper me for your $5. You got a 49. Good job, my friend. In the meantime, we're going to look through the quizzes. Minbet is the key word. Minbet. M-I-N-B-E-T.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. I'm not ready. Cancel. New eye. Minbet. All right. It's in there now.
All right. We're getting in there. Let's see what else we got. We got time for maybe.
Oh, I like Jugs' keyword. Spite jam.
Spite jams. Get your spite plays ready. I picked. If you see something that looks good.
Let me scroll down here a bit here.
Nope.
See what the hell's happening. That's a different JL tournament.
If I want something, just gift it away. Sure. I can roll over to this quiz as well. I'll whirl it.
Where's Uncle Affleck?
So this is going to be $10. So if you're in chat just lurking and you're not participating, Minbet to get in there. This one's going to be for 10, courtesy of your man EMC and T. Thank you, buddy.
$13.85.
$13.95?
85.
85. Ah, hell yeah, Affleck, my dude. I'm ready. 10 Bitcoin giveaway. Oh, does it have to be capitalized? No, it's getting in there. Cool.
Is it?
What up, Holy Rats? It's good to see you, man. We got to grind some. We got to spam some ARAMs one day. I was playing some the other day for the first time in weeks. Kind of want to play some video games. I might have to start streaming video games sometimes.
I've thought about doing that for years and just thought, fuck, I should.
I do, Lee. I have been playing. Let's go. L Omega Law L. Yes, I play that shit. I'm ready to roll it when you are.
Let's do it.
Oh, well. Look what the Cat Jam brought in. PTR TV. Let's go, my dude.
And we got the Kite Man in the house. Good luck, Kite Man. Let's do this.
Let's see. Oh, make sure to add me on that PTR. We'll grind some ARAMs or something. I don't play too much of the other shit yet. Which one did you pick again? 1385.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, in this hand we have Jack 10 of clubs. We're playing about 40 big blinds. We're going to raise it up from the hijack and the big blind calls. We get ace 10 9, 2 spades and a heart, 2-tone flop.
This is
Big blind
hard
checks
ass
us.
board.
Should we check? Bet 500. bet 1,000, or bet 1,500.
Wait, holy! I need to add you on a new account. My toxic rank account got banned. Oh shit, that's too funny.
Coming out with 1K right out the gate, sizing up.
This is tough.
1,500 for the Buffalo Soldier.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, Aflac gives you these very challenging kind of spots. Right?
That's why we love
I mean,
him.
This is. I mean, this is not easy board to like play at all.
We were supposed to hang out today, and he bailed on me. That fucker. Went home to Seattle to visit his nephews instead.
Damn.
It's a killer UFC tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it myself here.
I can't wait. How deep are we?
I don't even know what the fucking blinds are right now. We made it 550, so we're 40.
So yeah, 40 bigs.
40, like 40-ish bigs. We started the game with like 44 or something. PTR says I'm gonna go 500, but I have no idea. He says. Cool. Yeah, PTR is going 500.
Kiteman says better for a range. 1K for Kiteman.
And this is interesting because it's a board where a lot of our value range and things like that would probably go 1K, but I'm not sure if this hand class, our middling pair, wants to go 1K, 500, or a check.
Damn, I was just looking at the spot with drugs too, and I have the same thought. Like, I know that we have like
have a lot of
Jack
1K bets.
or King Queen. Those are big
Jack,
bets
all
here.
those hands with
all those
like
gutter
King Jack,
balls,
all
right?
Big. Yeah,
but when
King
we
Queen,
actually
all
have
big.
a pair, do we still do it? Like, honestly, right now, because I've been looking at the spot this last week, I'd probably bet big and mark it and run it. And then me, like a few weeks ago, would bet small here a lot. So I'm kind of in the middle.
I would probably go small with my middling pair and then like relegate the rest of the range to just 1Ks. But I mean, 1K just makes a lot of sense from the shit we've been seeing. But you got to remember, what we were looking at this week was a lot of 60 big blind sims. So now we're
40.
at 40 effective. So I wonder if there's going to be as many, because we looked at a ton of 60 big blind
totally
stuff
right.
this week.
Kiteman says, should we see betting ace high boards bigger? I think it depends on your hand class, and like our aces, I think bet here small a lot.
You block Jack 10. Yeah, aspiring poker bro, but he still just has like ace 6. I mean, he has a lot of offsuit aces. He doesn't. He does 3-bet, got shot, straight draws. He's gonna hit. Raging out is checking,
and the non-ace hands kind of bet small here too, because they got to be a little leery of the ace. I'm kind of leaning small bet here in this exact spot with his hand.
Yeah, with this hand,
we
I'll
do a
probably
big
go
bet
5
here, a
game.
decent amount.
PTR says 500. Wait a minute. Watch, I want to remember. Okay, he goes 500. Yep, I got you. I almost boomed out.
We went 1,000, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna find out. I think
Let's do
it's definitely one of the two.
Yep.
Likes the big bet.
So I assume most people are just gonna auto bet like 500 here.
So we're right.
And
We were right. Our
that's a
hunch was
fine
right.
Answer, but I think there's some better answers. And
a lot of our value range, we
this
want
is
to go
a flop
bigger
right
for
away.
protection of our
I know we are going to be using some really big bet sizings on. And the reason I know that without even looking at a solve is because I start to think of what the big blind's range looks like at the top of their range. And so the big blind here doesn't have pocket 9s, pocket 10s, or pocket aces. Those are likely getting 3-bet preflop. Maybe a tighter player has pocket 9s sometimes. They don't have like ace king. They probably don't even have ace queen. So the big blind is really missing the top part of the deck: ace king, ace queen, pocket 10s, pocket 9s, pocket aces, maybe even a hand like ace 10 suited. Some people are going to 3-bet. And we have all those hands. We also don't really miss this flop. So in the hijack here, our range starts at like offsuit 10s. So we're raising like every 10x we have. We're going to have all the suited 9s. We just don't miss this board very much. All our aces hit a pair. Like our worst hands are like king 5 suited and like 5-4 suited, 6-7 suited type of hands, or small pairs. So right away, like I know my strategy on this board is going to be to bet very, very often. And when we can use big sizings here, I think we have a wide variety of options here. So what I wanted to look at in the solver, this hand,
show it.
Jack 10 of clubs, actually mixes.
That's the great thing about him. He runs all his quizzes
30%,
before he posts them.
60%, 90%. But I actually really, really prefer betting 1,000, the 66%, when I looked into it further. And the reason is, because of how capped and how much of a disadvantage the big blind's at on this board, when we bet 1,000 here or 1,500, the big blind's supposed to fold all their 9x or most of their 9x that doesn't have a backdoor flush draw or a front door flush draw. So, for example, 9-5 of clubs is just folding to 1,000. And I actually think this is a spot where most people aren't folding a hand like 9-5 of clubs here on the flop for 1,000. I think they're just going to call. So when you get a flop like this, you really want to know your opponent. And against like calling stations, it's like correct. You should just size up with your really good hands and size down. And I think a hand like this, like we're kind of in the middle of our range. And I still think I want to bet 1,000 here because people aren't going to fold 9x as much as they should on this flop. So against a tighter player, you can bet smaller. Against like a kind of a recreational call-in station, I think you should bet larger here and get value what I can. This flop does have some checking on it, and as that happens, like this hand does check, you know, at some frequency here. But really think about the interaction here and how you want to proceed going forward. I did check here. I think it's a mistake. I think betting 500 or betting 1,000 would be a better option. 4 clubs on the turn, and our opponent checks. Should I check, bet 500, bet 1,000, or bet 1,500?
Well,
and that's the cool thing about Matt's quiz. He is so fucking honest.
Yep.
Like, you can be making this quiz and just fucking put yourself, say you bet 1,000. Who's gonna know, right? You know, he can just say, "Oh, I bet 1,000 here," and then just kind of make the situation. But he's honest about it. We're all gonna make mistakes in game in some of these spots, and we're gonna have to like deal with it and make a better play on the next street, even if you make a mistake on one street. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, what now though? Check now. He checked back to us twice. Yeah, he checked PTR. Aspiring Pro said he would check now. Okay.
Everybody throwing out the 1,000 in my
check.
army.
Well, fuck.
1,000. Kite Man on the fence since he checked either 1 or 1.5. He's debating. Buffalo Soldier. Going 500.
Going 500? Okay.
Why bet 1,500 when you can bet 10,392? Fair question. Fair question.
1K for police, 1K for PTR, my dude.
Kite Man going 1.5.
1.5 for
Kite Man.
Uh-oh, now we okay. You got a chance to redeem
so
yourself. We got to be right here, PTR.
Up.
Marginal showdown should check turn, in my opinion, is Dave of Twitch, who also made a very good point about the flop play as well.
That's what he said.
He said marginal showdown and should check, but the initial response to the flop was, let me see if I can't go back. Even though you have range advantage, you want to go bigger on a more draw heavy board. If it was ace 9-2 rainbow, I would go for a smaller sizing because the lack of draws available for big blind to call with.
All good answers.
Very good points. Yep. And I think that's something common you'll see as well. 1K has to be right, EMC says, and PTR going 1K. So what is the toe doing?
My knowing game, I'd go 1K. Been thinking about this 1,500 bet since we missed the flop bet. Yeah, I mean, I'm really conflicted between the two. I'm not checking. When he checks twice, he's super capped, and our hand does need some protection and can get value. I think in game I would probably go 1K myself. Although 1,500 seems to have some merit to me.
Just going real big here with our 10x.
I bet 1K in game though.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a weird. Like I know our second pairs. God, dude. I wonder if Paya would ever check this and then just use it as a straight bluff catcher. Like how many streets of value do you have right now from this hand? 1, maybe 2. Do we bet it now to get protection versus some hands, or we have a very easy bluff catch on rivers when he does stab? We just really need to fade a king, queen, and sometimes like a 7. Yeah, I'd probably bet. I'm trying to find a reason to check.
You always bet here. Who you fooling?
I know. I'm just trying. You know, I mean, when he checks twice, I'm just trying to find some more bluff catchers and have stronger check back ranges on turn personally. So I'm not just showing up too weak on river when we check twice. But yeah, I'd probably go 1K. You know me too well.
I'm thinking I might have this board, so I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah. Like I would love to be able to check here and then fucking just snap somebody off on river or bet river, but I don't know.
I have ace 10 6 two-tone.
Yeah, that's too different. Ace 10 9 is just drastically
so coordinated.
All right, we're going 1K. And
I have ace 8
there.
9 two-tone.
But yeah. All right, let's do it after.
1500. Let's do it.
Let's go.
So the same situation
Super small.
Wow. Here on the turn.
Nothing surprised about the super small.
The big blind kind of capped their range even more.
We got 4.
Because if they have a
we're back in it. Oh, we're
1 point. 9, or like even like a hand like ace 8, they're likely to maybe bet out here on the turn, so they've even capped themselves even more. But we've also capped ourselves. We don't really have pocket 10s, we don't have pocket 9s, we don't have ace 10, we don't have ace 9. Like we're betting most of our range. So like our range is like marginal aces, a lot of medium 10x, 9x, pocket 8s, pocket 7 types of hands. So we need to be careful. I think I like checking here. I think you could bet small. Betting 500 here I think is reasonable now. We don't want to bet too big, especially with this type of hand, because we've kind of capped our range now. So we have the same problem that the big blind had. So betting small or checking, I think, are both fine options here. I went and checked. 5 of diamonds on the river. Our opponent checks again. Same answers. Should we check? Bet 500. Bet 1,000.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What now?
Are you ever getting any fucking value in this hand? What's the story?
Damn, aspiring poker bros is check. We're just gonna just open, check. Got a pair. Good. He checked again. Yep. I can kind of see checking. Like he said, like we're so fucking capped on the flop. Like I can't imagine when we check here, like what the fuck our strongest hands are. Maybe we're gonna have kings and queens maybe sometimes, and I think that's even betting. I don't know what's going on, Peter says. 500 for Big Town Brown.
We got a lot of mixed answers here. I was reading them. Maybe random 5, way ahead or way behind. So check, says Presty. 3K for Nucifer. 500 for Kite Man.
3K.
500 for Ranius.
Yeah, this is really double prize worthy. Yeah, you win this, PTR.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Take your damn showdown, says Matt.
I know what I'm doing.
I mean, when this checks all the way down, how the fuck do I not bet a 10 for value? And then I ask myself, as played, what the fuck is calling?
Mm-hmm. All right, PTR is going 1K. What is
you're gonna 500 for Kite Man.
All right, we're never going less than half pot. I'm going 1,500. I'm potting it. We have all the, I mean, he just never has. He still, because we're just going to show up here with like, what if we open like 6? I don't know.
I don't know if we get about 1,500 with the jack.
It's either 1,000, but we never ever go under half pot when we reopen action. So 500 is an insta loss. I mean, instantly losing. So it has to be 1K or 1,500. That's it. We're never reopening the action on the river in any solver I've ever seen for less than half pot. So in position, it's not happening. So maybe we go.
I would be betting 1,000 here too. I'm just trying to find merit for the 500 to target more of the range, but the busted flush out there, I think.
Yeah, he just needs to call with like some 4x, some 5x that just isn't strong enough.
Joel's screaming.
He needs to
that
makes me fucking sick to hear that I'm checking this back. Because we can't use the bigger sizes because we're not targeting enough? Is that why we just checked? Maybe 1,500.
This checked all the way down, Joel.
1K.
You're not value betting a 10 on the river after it checks all the way down? Hey, no
It's
worries,
worth
Kevin.
a street of value at this point.
1K
It's
for
worth.
drugs. So we got 5 head checking and 6 head betting 1K.
My initial reaction was 15. I've been talking to 1K, but I think in game I would probably go 15.
Spaz!
It's thin. Yeah, I am spazzy. You know this. It's not a surprise. It's not a fucking secret. So 15.
All right, we're 500.
But 1K for PTR, so let's do
1K for me too.
Yep. Please.
Wow.
I think we have kind of a mandatory bet.
How many
did in America?
Check now. Yeah, maybe
We did 1K.
Series 3 here.
What'd you do?
We're gonna have a lot of
We did
10X,
1K. So.
maybe
Oh, we did
some
500.
kings, queens.
7 points.
We did it.
Attack for value. Mostly
PTR, you
because,
pulled it off.
Our opponents, unless they're like slow play trapping us with an ace here, we almost always have the best hand here. I like betting 1,000, getting some good value. We're, want to get called by 9x.
I'm sorry.
Worst 10s. So I think we have the best hand here. When we value bet, we only need to be right 50% of the time when they call, and I think that's easily the case here. And so I really like betting 1,000 here, which I do. And our opponent calls with
Pay that man.
9, and yeah.
Pay that man.
6 head is bigger than 5 head, he says.
We did it. I think we came back and won by a point or two. We got a 23.
Oh, yes, the eat us.
Yes.
Kite man, the turn hurts so bad.
The river is what kills. You can't go under half.
No worries, buddy. That's why we're here. You're right. And if you're gonna fuck a hand up, this is the place to fuck it up.
Yeah, that was good. Congrats,
This is the place
PTR,
to
my
fuck it up for
dude.
free.
Yes, sir.
Good game.
That was fun.
You did pretty well. That turn, man. That turn was nasty.
Yeah, the turn decision to check, but he's probably right. Like, I've been trying to strengthen the check back range on turn so we get one bigger street on the river, right? When we're able to bet, or we get them to bluff, which is cool. Which we have a very easy hero call on most rivers, and we can get more value on the river for river bet size than we do on the turn when we bet 500. Because if we bet the turn, it's hard to go bet back. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah. What's up, Twitcher? Shit. Yeah, that'll do it though. 150. We should probably wrap it up.
Yep.
Cool.
You gonna do that, or you just gonna? Was that a key for me to do my spiel?
No, yeah, like we should wrap it up. All right, my wrapping up is all right, guys.
Do your dance. Do your little dance, Toe.
Yeah, do your thing.
Point PC in the chat if you want to sign up for free to ProCoaching.com. It's Jonathan Little's. Hang on, did I run the Faraz hand? I'm running the 8-4-5 hand, which I think is the Evan hand.
Yeah.
With
the 9-10, that has to be.
So the Faraz hand I didn't do, but one thing that Six I've been talking about doing is a little "What Would You Do" series. So that seems like a good place to do it. We'll do it for that. So anyways, exclamation PC in the chat. Sign up for free. You get 20 quizzes like these for you to do. You get homework assignments. You get big blind charts for 100 blinds and more. If you sign up for the premium, you get access to the premium Discord, which has more Q&A sessions with Sixes and I, hand history stuff, general chat, hangout, all this good stuff. We're bringing a lot of features and Discord specific content that way, so make sure you check that out. As far as webinars, you can hang out with Matt Affleck every Wednesday for a couple hours. He'll hang out, he'll talk to you, you can ask him questions, he'll respond to you. It's a nice little quaint thing, so that is good. If you want to watch this one or any of the ones you've seen or you want to see that are from the past, especially with a lot of our esteemed guests, we've had Matt Affleck, we've had Faraj Jaka, we've had Evan Jarvis multiple times, we've had Greg Raymer, Jesse Sylvia multiple times. I mean, the list goes on and on. We've had a lot of great guests, so make sure you check those out on the YouTube channel, and of course give my main man, the craziest of sixes, a follow. There's a link for that.
Big toe. Also, guys, there's a pretty fucking nasty webinar on the site where Carlos Welch has his WSOP bracelet when he won a bracelet this summer. And he's going to go through, they've been going through the whole hand history with him and Draftdinger. Like, that is fucking sick, dude.
Absolutely.
Really good. And that'll be good prep. WSO pre-prep stuff on the site as well. I'm looking at some of this for sure. Yeah, man, I'll be around to talk some poker. I'm going to be in Vegas for the main, and I'm streaming again tomorrow. So I will Catch you guys then. Thank you guys for the support. We got to find somebody to kick.
Yeah, one other thing for the Sept group. Let's do it next week. I hate just popping it on you guys with no warning. So here's the warning. We'll do it next week for sure. I'll put it on my calendar. I know I owe it to you guys, and I owe you a little extra time. I'm a terrible person. So I will give that to you for sure.
Also, Toe, let's rate Lightning.
Anyone know where to find good lessons on risk premium? I know there's some ICM specific content on poker coaching. And there are some good ones on some other coaching sites that I can't promo right now. But if you ask me when I'm not doing a poker coaching specific stream, I can throw you some other suggestions. But poker coaching definitely has some ICM content as well.
Yeah, what you do is you just go through all the past classes and webinars, because Matt gets into some real deep stuff with the ICM, the 3-bets, the pre-flop. Like, he has some very good in-depth analysis in spots. And he's been doing it for like a year, and he always uses the solvers. He uses ranges and charts, and I think it's a phenomenal resource out there if you're in poker coaching. Like, you can just see the shit. I mean, we're just sitting here, like, we look at the courses. Oh wait, not courses.
I know Affleck's got some stuff.
Play and explain. There's got to be a ton of shit. Like, yeah, like, look at all this shit, man. I mean. Got Faraz. What play? I don't like. I'm gonna see if trying to find some of the other good stuff. So there's a lot of play and explain stuff. I got to find the old webinars, but nonetheless, check out the site. There's a lot of courses, a lot of stuff to find to get better. And yeah, I want to kick it over to Lightning Poker. He just started up a stream this morning. He's a good dude.
What?
You want to tell?
Fuck that guy. Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Right now, friends. We're good friends. Don't take that.
No, he's good. It's kidding. Under challenges. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's under challenges. Yeah, here we go.
I'm trying to find him right now. Hang on.
God, I mean,
Simpson.
Premium turning. Yeah, it's so good, dude.
God damn it. Stall while I find Lightning Pokers.
LIGHTNING poker.
Poker? There you
Yep.
go. I got him.
All right, guys. We'll catch you next week. I'll be back tomorrow for a massive fucking Sunday. Maybe I'll get lucky and Sadie into the Venom, or decide to spaz out and play it. It's unlikely, but it's possible. But I'm playing the 500 in another big-ass session. Had a big week last week, so we'll see that. And make sure to give Toe a follow. He's a legend, guys. But, all right. We out.
See you later. Peace.